second time this year. Rays winners last night 6-5, and here is the New York lineup put together by Joe Girardi. Derek Jeter again leads off with Curtis Granderson hitting second and Mark Teixeira the number 3 spot. At third base tonight, Alex Rodriguez with Robinson Cano hitting 5th in front of the catcher Russell Martin. The DH is Jorge Posada. Brett Gardner's in left field, and Chris Dickerson, just joining the Yankee big league squad, is in right field batting 9th.
Making his 9th start of the season, right-hander James Shields. He's got the 2 complete games, the 4-1 record. Those 4 wins coming in his last 5 starts. A tremendous beginning of the season here. 2.08 earned run average, eating up a lot of innings.
And through 8 starts, he very easily could be 6-1. And so here is Derek Jeter, batting .255 on the year. The first pitch of this game is a strike call. Gary Darling, the crew chief, working the plate. And a fastball from Shields to start this game. And another one. Jeter tracking it all the way in, 0-2.
Yeah, take a good look at those first 2 strikes. Fastball away, and then how about the fastball in? Running that ball right on the inner third of the plate. Working both sides already.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Skipping that one in. Well, Jeter through the years has had some good numbers off Shields. Through 50 at bats, a .340 average. And he's out on strikes this time. Shields came back with another changeup, chased by Jeter.
Now he tried this the previous pitch, a little bit too low. He brings it up a little bit. Look at the finish. That bottoms out. See, James Shields' changeup is a true put-away pitch. It's a strikeout changeup. He can throw it in the zone when he wants to use it as a strike pitch, but he can take it out of the zone, almost make it mimic a split finger, and that's why he can keep that pitch middle of the plate and still have confidence to get the guy to swing at it.
Well, here's Curtis Granderson turning away from a fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes, and that's about the only fastball he's not going to hit. Is one too close for him to get any kind of swing on. That pitch is high. And through the years, Shields has used his full arsenal against him with success. He's only 3 for 31 lifetime against Shields.
Well, he's so geared for the fastball. He talked about how locked he is, locked in he is right now on that pitch. He is not missing the heater, and he doesn't really miss it ever, especially now. How about that? You don't, that's right. You don't pull David Price left on left. That arm angle, 97 miles an hour.
And a line drive to first. He was swinging 3-0. He got a fastball and hit that one on a line, but for the Rays, right at Kochman.
Yeah, he's not going to let too many of those go. A nice play by Kochman, and let's look at that Rays defense left to right in the outfield. Sam Fuld, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Elliott Johnson, Ben Zobrist, Casey Kochman, and behind the plate, Kelly Shopping. Tonight, Rays defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
Mark Teixeira, pitch is wide, fastball out there. Teixeira, 252 on the year. And at this point, he's been a little better right-handed than lefty, 224 as a left-handed hitter. There's a strike on the inside edge. 2-1. It's too high. Change up. 3-1. Shields seemed to come out of his normal delivery on that changeup right there.
He did. He led with his top half. His front side got going a little bit too quick, and when that happens, that arm drags and the ball stays elevated.
And ball 4 inside, a fastball. So he walks Teixeira.
I think that's why you saw that reaction from James Shields, because as a pitcher and as locked in as he is right now, everything feels automatic, and then all of a sudden you let a pitch go like that changeup, and your body tells you immediately that you did something wrong. Something didn't feel right. You started something a little bit too quickly.
So he gives up the walk. And here is Alex Rodriguez.
That's why each pitcher.
There's a strike.
Each pitcher will have 2 or 3 keys to their delivery. Some it may be, stay over the rubber, stay tall over the rubber, drive downhill, my glove out in front of my face. It's different for every guy, but they've got 2 or 3 keys. And when they feel like they come out of their delivery, you start checking them off. What did I do right? What did I do wrong?
And he comes back with a change, taken for a strike.
And here's the changeup, late movement on that inside corner. That's how you self-coach out on the mound. Make the immediate adjustments.
0-2, down. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And James Shields with that changeup, what's fun to watch with him and that pitch is that it's coming. I mean, he gets you 0-2. There's a real good chance you're going to see changeup. And the amount of guys that still swing and miss at it shows you just how good that pitch is. They know it's coming too.
Fastball is fouled out of play. It's a 1-2 count. Well, he has a couple things going for him in that changeup department. And one, it's a late break, and it's a significant break.
That's it, and it all stems from his mechanics, staying tall over the rubber, driving downhill, staying on top of the baseball with his hand. That creates a late break.
Oh my, the Rays thought they had strike 3 on that fastball. Shopik was headed to the dugout, and I'm not sure what happened on that pitch.
Where's this blind spot? This is right down the middle.
Oh my, wow.
I don't know how you missed that. I mean, goodness.
2-2, and now ball 3, so the count is full. Take a look at that pitch.
Well, that one running in just a little bit.
3-2, ground ball to third, picked up by Longoria, throw to first in time. That'll take care of New York. No runs, a walk, and a man left. Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the first. We have no score.
At the end of the day, you can't fool people. Nothing sells like the truth. From our fresh pack sauce, to our fresh veggies, to our 100% fresh dough, never frozen. At Papa John's, we believe fresh is better. Nobody does what Papa John's does.
For a limited time, get any 2 large Papa John's pizzas for only $20. That's right, 2 for only $20. Order now at papajohns.com.
Everything's better when Papa's in the house. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
There are 16 fresh-picked oranges squeezed into each carton of Tropicana Pure Premium.
Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning.
And absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana. We put the good in morning.
Now the milkman's on his way. It's
Rays games are the perfect first date. You'll never run out of things to talk about, like Price's fastball, Raymond's dance moves, Longoria. The only dilemma is kiss cam. Do I kiss him or don't I? And if I do, is it just a peck or should I just go for it? So much pressure.
The Rays are home. Be part of the action at Tropicana Field as they slug it out with the Indians and then take on the Rangers. Get tickets today at 888-FAN-RAYS or RaysBaseball.com.
Back at the Trop, we go to the bottom of the first. No score. New York left a runner in the top half of the inning, and the Rays will lead off with Sam Fole tonight, followed by Ben Zobrist and Johnny Damon, the DH. Evan Longoria, Matt Joyce, and then B.J. Upton. Casey Kochman hits 7th, and Elliott Johnson is in there, hitting 8th at shortstop ahead of Kelly Shopik, the catcher, batting 9th.
Making the start tonight for the New York Yankees, Ivan Nova. Be his 8th start of the season. He had 1 appearance out of the bullpen, even up record at 3-3, 38 in the 3rd innings. 20 strikeouts, 18 walks. Not the ratio you would look for. Tries to work the ball downhill. He's at his best when he's getting a lot of ground balls.
Well, here's Sam Fold. And the first pitch to him is down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. The Yankees like Nova's arm. There's no question about that. They almost lost him a couple of years ago in the Rule 5 draft. San Diego picked him and did not have room for him on their major league roster. So they had to offer him back to the Yankees, and they were happy to get him back.
Well, you can see his arm action very loosey-goosey. That typically translates into good movement on all your pitches. Arm comes out smooth and got that snappy action.
And there's ball 3. So Fold ahead in the count. Joe Girardi, the skipper of the New York Ball Club. Take the count full to Sam. Nova making his 8th start, his 9th appearance of the year. Pitch is popped up. It's going to be foul. Teixeira's after it in front of the dugout. Catches up to it and makes the catch.
Now let's take a look at the New York Yankee defense. Left to right in the outfield, Brett Gardner, Curtis Granderson, and Chris Dickerson. Across the infield, 3rd to 1st, Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter, Robinson Cano, and Mark Teixeira. Russell Martin gets the call behind the plate. Tonight's Yankee defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
Well, Ben Zobrist steps in to face Nova. Ben starts the night with those 8 home runs. He's tied for 8 in the home run derby in the American League, and he's 7th in runs batted in. Takes the ball, 1-0. Two and 0. Good numbers overall. Runs scored. Here's Jose Bautista tied with Miguel Cabrera. He's going to make the count 2-1, and he's 5th in slugging percentage, up here in the number 2 spot. He swings and sends a fly ball to center. Granderson will have to go back. He's going to have room and makes the catch. Zobrist got under the fastball, skies to center. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, Ivan Nova, another one of those pitchers where you see how important the first pitch strike is to him. The discrepancy between getting ahead and falling behind from the get-go, huge. Anything after an 0-1 count, the league hits 192 off of him. 14 out of 73.
Strike to Damon.
There you go. And if he falls behind 1-0, league's 20 out of 60, 333.
That's a significant difference indeed. Pitch is up, and part of the problem, there was a breaking ball that missed. He's a little inconsistent with the breaking stuff.
Well, you've seen that already. That curveball right there just kind of rolled in there. And that one really talking about inconsistent. You got the one that stays up and away, and then the one he yanks right behind Johnny Damon.
He's thrown the curveball more than the slider. They had him this spring work on the slider and see how that would develop for him.
And sometimes that's what will cause the inconsistency.
Foul ball and a broken bat.
You know, some guys are able, because of their mechanics, because of the way they adapt, you know, out on the mound, can throw the curveball and the slider. Other guys have to make a choice between, you know, the curveball or the slider. You've got to pick one and go with it. But when you try to throw both, sometimes you get caught in between grips, in between arm angles and release points, and you have a very inconsistent breaking ball.
It's kind of interesting, the story on that. He made one start this spring where he used primarily the slider and threw 6 no-hit innings against the Baltimore Orioles this spring. And the Yankees came away from that very encouraged with the idea that maybe that would be a pitch that might supplant the curveball. But during the regular season, he's gone back and used that curveball most of the time as a breaking pitch. And sometimes it can be very good and sometimes not so good.
Yeah, and that may be a decision that down the road that he has to make, one or the other. Am I going to be a sinker, slider, changeup guy, or am I going to try to throw all of them? And, you know, much like Jeff Neiman does from time to time, as he sees what's working early in the game, and whatever breaking ball has a little bit more sharp break to it, that's what he goes with.
Back to the middle and a base hit into center. Damon singles off a curveball, and the Rays have their first hit.
We saw several curveballs to Johnny Damon, all of them with different types of break. Like you said, inconsistent. That one comes in for a strike. Johnny Damon looking to protect. That ball's up and away from him. He's able to hit it hard enough to get it up the middle and into center field for a base hit.
That's going to get Evan Longoria up here in the first inning. Evan batting .264 for the year. And he fouls an opening fastball. Strike one. Nova last year at AAA with Scranton made 23 starts and was 12-3 and 1-2 in 7 starts and 3 relief appearances for the Yankees. Damon back in easily over at first. One and one. Yankees had a runner in the first, left him on. The Rays with a base hit from Damon in their first. Johnny back in, standing up this time. Over so far 3-3 with that .470 earned run average. And that's about where he was as a starting pitcher last year in the 7 starts he made. Ground ball by the mound. Cano up with it. The throw to first in time. That retires the side. The Rays leave a man. On to the second inning. No score.
Introducing perfect frozen cocktails without the blender. Perfectly made frozen cocktails. Just freeze, squeeze, shake, and serve. From Smirnoff, Myers, and Godiva. Please drink responsibly.
We are.
Got it.
Don't be the last to know. Get it faster with 4G. It's the network of possibilities. AT&T.
When you choose the Times, you get all the day's top stories together in one place, like in-depth investigative journalism, one of the top 10 sports sections in the country, full-time writers dedicated to movie, art, and book reviews, leisure stories about travel and entertainment, plus access to the hottest jobs in Tampa Bay. So while some newspapers are reducing their coverage, the Times still brings you the whole story every day. For the news that touches your life, the choice is simple. Turn to the Times.
Breakfast with the Gators, presented by Regions Bank. Sunday mornings on Sun Sports.
Scoreless at the end of an inning. Experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating and luxurious lounge and dining areas. It's the Whitney Bank Club. An upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or go to RaysBaseball.com to purchase tickets or for more information. A statistical dead heat here after one inning. No score. Each team had 4 hitters come to the plate. Shields threw 20 pitches. Nova threw 20 pitches. Shields had 2 first pitch strikes. Nova had 2 first pitch strikes. And there's a line drive base hit off a fastball by Cano to open the second inning. And the Yankees have their first hit.
Another hitter in this Yankee lineup, Robinson Cano, who will hunt first pitch fastballs, and that was a mistake by Shields. Elevated. It's on the outer half, but when that ball's up, that's easy hitting. Easier hitting.
Well, Cano, he's such a good hitter to begin with. There's Russell Martin. Pitches a strike. And he's had his share of success against a lot of pitchers, and Shields is in that group. Cano hitting .390 off Shields coming into this game.
With some damage.
That's exactly right. Three home runs among all those hits. 1-1 the count now to Martin. Russell Martin behind the plate again tonight. Had 2 hits and a run scored in last night's game. Pitch in on him as he started to attack it, and that changeup just moved right in on the handle of his bat.
Yeah, that's a swing that he'll regret making. That was a changeup that was up and in out of the strike zone, and Russell Martin with a late decision to swing. That swing and where the pitch was makes you think it was a 103-mile-an-hour fastball.
Count square at 2-2. Russell Martin was non-tendered by the Dodgers. Had some knee issues and had the right knee repaired.
Did you see the way that Russell Martin took that changeup? 1-2. He didn't even remotely offer that. That lets you know that James Shields may be able to pick up some cheap strikeouts on 0-2, 1-2 fastballs down in the zone.
Down to third, grabbed by Longoria. Zobrist 1, first base 2. They got them both. 5-4-3. Longoria, Zobrist to Kochman on the double play to take care of that leadoff base hit.
Well, most double play balls have to be hit sharply, and that was it. Evan gets it out of the glove, makes the nice feed to Zobrist, and the return just in time. That is our Checkers double of the game, the nice turn.
And now Jorge Posada. Posada steps in. He's the DH. Mixed reactions for Jorge as he steps in. Hitting 165 for the Yankees this year. As you know, a switch hitter, and 212 is a left-handed hitter. He takes the first pitch for a strike.
And that's the strike changeup, the one that he'll throw up in the zone to get ahead, as opposed to the one that he really turns over in order to try to get the strikeout.
And a bouncing ball to second. Zobrist makes the play in routine fashion to retire the side. We go to the home half of inning 2, no score.
An everyday moment can turn romantic anytime. And when it does, men with erectile dysfunction can be more confident in their ability to be ready with Cialis for daily use. Cialis for daily use is a clinically proven low-dose tablet you take every day, so you can be ready anytime the moment's right.
Tell your doctor about your medical condition and all medications, and ask if you're healthy enough for sexual activity.
Don't take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure.
Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, stop taking Cialis and call your doctor right away.
Ask your doctor if Cialis for daily use is right for you. For a 30-tablet free trial offer, go to Cialis.com.
So how do we feel?
Like we're finally ready for that trip to Spain. Eh, muchacho? Yeah.
Get in, get confident. Supercuts every time.
Savings and value is what Toyota does best. After all, Toyota is the most fuel-efficient full-line auto manufacturer in the industry. And we have the lowest ownership cost of any full-line car brand. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR financing on select new Camrys and Tundras. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a complimentary maintenance plan with roadside assistance. We're #1 for a reason. Come see for yourself. Hurry in for the best selection.
Scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Rays will have Matt Joyce leading off. He is currently second in the American League in hitting behind Jose Bautista, who's been on another planet as of late. And that leads us to our Autoway text poll question of the evening. Where do you think Matt will end up at the end of the season, the AL batting race? First or second, somewhere in the top 10, TB2, or outside the top 10, TB3. Text your vote to 789-789, guys.
Well, Matt Joyce second right now, as you pointed out, goes after the first pitch. Fouls a fastball out of play. That's strike one. Joyce, Upton, and Kochman due up. Bautista at 370 and Joyce at 367.
Can't shake Jose Bautista. Just continues to destroy the base. Goodness.
Rays will have to deal with him tomorrow. Rays head to Toronto when this game is over. 2-1. A lot of rain in the north and northeast, and Blue Jays and the Tigers are in Detroit, where they're in a rain delay right now. Three and one. Hot shot foul up the right side beyond the bullpen. A little early on the fastball. You got ahead 3-1. Nova had missed on a couple curveballs, and now it's a full count. He fouls it out of play again. Fastball foul back. The Rays with this 3-game lead, their biggest lead in the East of the season, their biggest lead since the end of May last year, when they had a 3.5-game lead. Oh, strike three call. Joyce thought he'd drawn the walk, and boy, oh boy, there's some discrepancy on that low pitch right now. Joyce called out on strikes.
Well, here's the pitch. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball by Nova. That is a strike.
very good pitch by Nova. And the pitch to B.J. Upton is a strike. That pitch was down and away and just got the corner to get Joyce looking. This one by Upton. Fastball in.
Yeah, 91 up and in. You saw the swing by B.J. really tied him up. You go all the way from down and away to up and in. Start to mess with the hitter's mind. Now what?
Fastball and a foul ball. They throw him a breaking ball like this one.
Yeah. Keep it on the inner half and elevated. Look at that. B.J. tees off.
6th home run of the year. One and one to count. B.J. in here against Ivan Nova. That pitch is high.
Well, they're trying to get him to chase. The first one was really a waste pitch. When you throw it up that high, as soon as it comes out of your hand, the hitter just completely lets that pitch go. There'll be no takers after that. That went a little bit better, but B.J. takes it. Now the count's even.
B.J. pops it up. Foul ball. Teixeira's after it. And I think he's going to run out of room and does. That ball initially hit about 4 or 5 rows deep. Not a lot of at-bats in this Rays lineup yet against Nova. Upton, for an example, is 1 for 4. Drops low, and the count is full.
Well, this is what happens. Nova, I mean, 2 quality pitches right out of the gate against Upton. Down and away, up and in, 0-2. A couple of waste pitches way up and out of the zone, and then a slider there that B.J. takes. He's getting comfortable with the release point, having a good at bat.
3-2, and he chops it to third. Even with the bag, Rodriguez makes the pickup and throw, and Upton is out at first. On that big chopper, Upton is out, number 2. The Rays did see Nova last year. He made a couple appearances against them. Gave up 8 runs in 10 1/3 innings against the Rays over 2 starts last year. It was a first pitch breaking ball for a strike taken by Casey Kochman. One and one. Casey behind in the count. A ball, 2 strikes. It's going to be foul outside the third base bag.
Alex Rodriguez pulled over just a little bit, giving Casey Kochman the line. Not figuring he's going to be able to shoot it up there. Is almost able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, the infield plays him to pull the ball, and the outfield shaded the other way. Gardner toward the line and left, and Granderson toward left center, and Dickerson almost straight away and right. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The last couple of curveballs by Nova have been much better. Staying over the rubber just a tick longer, letting his hand do the work out in front, getting out and over the top of that baseball, getting more consistent break.
2-2. This one all the way to the backstop. Well, what you were saying?
Well, he had a good string of 3 in a row.
Yeah, that breaking ball squirted right out of his hand.
Yeah, that went nowhere close to getting on top of that. Watch this. Hey, tried the corner and missed.
Yeah, just a little bit outside. 4th full count now for Nova. The 3rd straight in this inning. And strike 3 on the fastball. Rays are up and down in order. Through 2, no score.
Surprisingly priced at $16,495, the 2011 Jetta has arrived. Discover German engineering and premium style on the Jetta S, with best-in-class rear legroom as well as no-charge scheduled carefree maintenance, all standard. That's great for the price of good. Hurry into the Volkswagen Memorial Day event and lease the Jetta S for just $179 a month. Visit VWDealer.com today.
What makes a good medical assistant? Start with someone who likes working with people, add a caring personality, and the desire for a successful healthcare career. You have the right pieces. Let Kaiser University help you put them all together. For over 30 years, Kaiser has been helping people just like you. Start your medical assisting career now by calling Kaiser University. Call 1-888-861-2834. That's 1-888-861-2834.
There is no way to avoid a ticket if you don't use your seatbelt. Cops are stepping up enforcement and looking for unbuckled drivers like never before. If you don't buckle up, you will get stuck with a ticket. Click it or ticket.
Fox Movie Channel as we salute the USO for their service to our troops.
You don't say.
A full day of movies to honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces.
Isn't that wonderful?
Memorial Day on Fox Movie Channel.
Well, the Yankees and the Rays still scoreless as we head into the 3rd inning. Get exclusive deals and coupons delivered right to your phone with the free TampaBay.com/things-to-do iPhone app powered by the St. Petersburg Times. It's available now at the iTunes App Store.
James Shields set to open the 3rd. He'll face Brett Gardner. Gardner out of the lineup last night, back in there. And he lines it into center field, sinking, and that's going to fall for a base hit. He swings on the first pitch fastball, and the Yankees have some speed at first base.
I thought this ball for a second didn't hit it all that great. Maybe hang up just enough for B.J. Upton. He makes a bid, but bottom fell out of that. It drops in front of him.
So Gardner's at first base. This guy is very, very fast, as you know, and a good base stealer, but he's 5 of 11 in the steal department this year.
And that shows you this.
Shields over to first, and Shields, as we already know, is very good at keeping those runners close and picking them off, for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, the Rays, he's got half their pickoffs. He's got 5. Quick feet, very accurate on his throws, and going back to Brett Gardner, it shows you it's not all about speed.
Close right there. David Rackley, the first base umpire.
And that's close because James Shields will give you different looks. He doesn't come with his throws all the way at the same time. You see, he's on his way up, and that's why as a base stealer or any runner at first, you had better be ready. That was awfully close.
Well, that's a great shot right there of that pickoff attempt at first. And the bunt by Dickerson. Shields will take it to first, and the Yankees sacrifice, sending Gardner up to second base. So Dickerson puts down the bunt. 1 out with a man at second. And here's Derek Jeter. First time through the lineup, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and a couple hits allowed by Shields.
Shields has done a nice job this year with runners in scoring position, holding the opposition to just a .214 average.
Pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jeter 147 with men in scoring position for the year. Pitch is fouled out of play. Fastball really got in there.
Yeah, it did. It was up. Derek Jeter, typically don't see him. He's got better plate discipline than this. He takes that swing. You see almost like trying to get on top of it. Can't do it. It's a gift strike there for Shields. Even the count.
1-1. And there's strike 2 call. It's the strike change.
See him get the grip late. He's got his hands kind of outside that ball, then really hones in on the changeup grip very late. There can be no relaying of that pitch, and he lays it right in there for strike 2. You know, some guys, they have that glove open, that runner out at second base, they go for that grip early, and they see that hand all over the ball. They can let the hitter know.
And a swing and a miss. Jeter chasing the strikeout changeup. The put-away change right there.
We talked earlier in the ball game about how he could throw it for a strike. He could take it out of the zone. You just saw him back to back. There it goes. See you later. Look at the swing, the reach, coming all the way across the plate. The ball just bottoms out. Picks up the second out of the inning.
2 gone with a runner at second. Curtis Granderson steps in. Granderson has been the big offensive force in the Yankee lineup. And a breaking ball, curveball to start him, down and in, out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes.
James Shields has been paying attention. First pitch hook.
He's been all over the fastball this year. And there's a strike. And really, in years past, he's hit the fastball, but this year he's been so disciplined. Very seldom swings at pitches out of the strike zone, and he's hit almost every fastball he's offered at this year. A 1-1 count to Granderson. Upstairs.
And you see that reflected in his in the results. I mean, would you have had Curtis Granderson as a guy right now second in the American League in home runs with 14? There you go.
Yeah, and half of them against left-handed pitchers at that.
That is what's remarkable. Really doing a nice job of staying in there.
There's a strike over the inside corner. And it's 2-2. Shields pitching very carefully to Granderson. And he got him. He struck him out. He got him to 2-2 and threw him the changeup to strike him out. No runs. A man left at second. 2 big strikeouts to close out the top of the third. No score.
Strike 1! Incredible. The Rays are throwing heat. And if they get 10 strikeouts at home, fans can take their ticket stub to any Cane's Furniture for a free Papa John's pizza coupon. And enter for a chance to meet a Rays player. Strike 2!
A beautiful steering wheel is great, but only if the dash it's attached to is equally beautiful. So we made sure it was. But we couldn't stop there. So we kept going and going. And before we knew it, we had a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
During Jeep's 70th anniversary event, lease Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x2 for $359 a month for well-qualified lessees.
If you go out of your way to fly with an airline,
Does that airline go out of its way to reward you? It should, because loyalty is a two-way street. And when one side gives, the other has to give back. Dedicated Redcoat customer service, more first-class upgrades, miles that don't expire. This isn't benevolence. This is our business. And the next time an airline asks for yours, ask them first what they've done to deserve it.
It's an AL East showdown. The Rays take on the Blue Jays. Tomorrow at 7 on Sun Sports. Log on now for the latest updates on your favorite Florida teams. FoxSportsFlorida.com.
Strike three! Chalk another one up. Remember, fans, if the Rays get a total of 10 strikeouts, bring your ticket stub to Cane's for a free Papa John's pizza coupon and a chance to meet a Rays player. Cane's, quality so good, it's guaranteed for life.
Scoreless as we go to the third. Reminder, in the game tonight and all season, Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. E.J. Upton contributing last night. Rays hit 3 home runs for the first time this year in last night's game. Here's Elliott Johnson. He takes the first pitch from Nova for a strike. Johnson hit his first big league home run here Sunday in the game against Baltimore. 1-1. Here's a look at that first home run of his big league career.
Majestic. Brought rain.
2 balls and a strike. Joe Maddon's talking about the possibility of Elliott Johnson getting a little more playing time. Start hitting home runs and see what happens.
Right. It was much like earlier in the year. Joe Maddon looking for production from anybody to stick in that lineup, and guys that went out there and put together some productive at-bats and looked good at the plate, all of a sudden receiving the bulk of the playing time.
That's a strike, a fastball, and another full count. Nova had a 1-2-3 inning in the second, had 3 full counts and made 22 pitches, but retired the side in order. Hey, there's a shot deep to right field. More power from Elliott Johnson. That one is gone, and the Rays take a 1-0 lead. Elliott Johnson lowers the boom on that 3-2 pitch, and the Rays have the lead.
Well, I think you can pencil him for a few more starts. Elliott Johnson, full count, take advantage. Another mislocation. First home run down and in. How about that one? Up and moving in towards him. Good swing.
So Elliott Johnson connects again, and the Rays have the first run of the night. And here's Kelly Shopik. He takes a fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
You like scoring that first run too if you're a Rays fan. 17-4 record, best in Major League Baseball when the Rays score first. Here they go.
Well, it's a game of percentages, and time after time the team that scores first wins more than they lose. And you love scoring that first run anytime. A little better when it's at home in terms of the percentages, as you might expect. 2-1 now, that foul ball.
The Rays have been one of the best teams in all of baseball, scoring runs in the first 2 innings of a ball game, getting off to that fast start, and then for the most part this season they've been able to turn it over to that pitching staff that is throwing the ball very well, pitched deep into the ball games, and that's why you see that record at 17-4.
Shopik sends a fly ball into center. Granderson is there and makes the catch for the first out. Rays have a 1-0 lead, and we'll check in with Todd.
Going down by the Rays bullpen, and J.P. Howell today, finally, his last rehab assignment got rained out up at Syracuse as a member of the Durham Bulls. Today, he started for the Charlotte Stonecrabs. J.P. goes an inning and a third, 2 hits, 1 earned run, did not walk a batter, struck out 2 through 27 pitches. And now, after almost 20 months, he will be back with the Rays as of Friday as Robinson Cano boots that ball on the grounder by Sam Fuld. So Fuld on base here with 1 out. So Hal will be back with the team for the Florida Marlins series down in South Florida. And then next homestand, he'll be right back here, guys. It'll be like he's been away as the class clown for over a year and a half, and he comes back and all his classmates are gone. But the chaperones are still here. Bobby Ramos, Scott Kirstie. So there'll be another personality for these guys to deal with next homestand. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you know what the bullpen is like when those guys are the chaperones. At least Scott Kirstie, he'll be serious and enforce the rules down there. And right now, he's all business, as you can see. And Bobby Ramos, if there's a beat, he's going to be dancing. Here's Ben Zobrist now after the error, allowing Fuld to reach. And a move over there. Sam is back in. Let's see if the Rays can take advantage of this mistake.
Sam Fuld with a little start towards second base there.
A step back and look by Nova.
You're trying to figure out what a base runner is going to do. They'll give you the hold and step off. Nova came set, held that ball for a long time, then a quick step off to see if Fuld would tip anything.
Oh, that's a strike on the inside corner to Zobrist. Came back a little bit.
You'll see Joe Madden here be aggressive with Fuld over on first base. They got a gift there. That was a routine ground ball to Robinson Cano. Fuld shouldn't actually even be there. So while he's there, Gamble tried to put him in motion, make something happen.
Another pitch in there, and it stays in up as well, and it's 1-1. Well, that's the third error on Cano and the 28th error charged to the Yankees this year. That's another area of their game Joe Girardi would like to see them tighten up.
You just cannot afford to give teams extra opportunities.
Pitch out. The Yankees did that successfully twice last night, guessing right, but not this time.
Now that's the gamble that you take with the pitch out on a 1-1 count, because now all of a sudden you put your pitcher in a hole. He's got to work 2-1. Ben Zobrist, a good fastball hitter. Nova, he'll throw his fastball behind in the count to a lefty about 85% of the time. See what he does here. He's thinking about it.
Well, the Yankees have dropped 6 in a row, and during that time averaging not quite an error a game and scoring 3.7 runs a game. They've been the only team in the American League to average 5 runs a game, but not over the last half dozen games. It's a tap foul, and it's 2-2. The Yankees came into this series averaging 5 runs a game all year, and they scored 5 last night. The Rays coming into last night were averaging 4.3 runs a game. And over in the National League, only the Reds and the Cardinals were averaging over 5 runs. Boy, that's a switch to have, number one, so few teams average fewer than 5 runs, and the National League have 2 of the 3 teams doing it at that. Zobrist could not check. He's out on strikes.
Now he tried to hold up with the hands, but that bat head came just a little bit too far. Right here, a good break. Yeah, he went. Good call down there by Rob Drake, third base umpire on the appeal.
2 gone. Let's see if Johnny Damon can make that error hurt. Johnny singled his first time up. Look out. Fuld got back into the backside of the bag.
Well, Sam Fuld, when he takes his lead, he gets out there and he starts to sway back and forth. He's trying to time the pitcher. Nova held the ball there, and Fuld, once again, he was going. Very fortunate he got back just in time.
Nova again over there. Sam in the steal department with 12. That puts him 4th in the American League. He's been caught 5 times. The pitch is too low. Fastball down.
You can see from that angle where Sam Fuld gets out there and gets his lead. He's kind of moving back and forth. He doesn't want to start his momentum towards second base flat-footed. He wants to have a little bit of rhythm to him, but sometimes if you start that lean and get it going towards second base, you leave yourself vulnerable.
And again a move over there, but not all that serious that time. Rays have taken the lead on the Elliott Johnson home run. Fuld reached on the error. He's at first with 2 outs. Damon fouls the fastball. Nova gave up a 2-out single to Damon in the first inning. The homer and the runner on the error here in the third. And a foul ball right back into the mitt of Russell Martin. And it's a 1-2 count.
Change speed.
Four-year-old right-hander out of the Dominican Republic. Ivan Nova misses with a high fastball. It's 2-2. And Nova with this pitch will have surpassed the 20 mark. He's been 20 or higher on pitch count in every inning so far. And a full count to Damon. He had 3 full counts in the second inning, 1 in the first, and he has 2 now here in the third. So a lot of pitches accumulating for Nova. And a line drive base hit into right field. Fuld, who was breaking on that 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, goes to third easily. And Johnny Damon is 2 for 2. That base hit sets up a first and third with Evan Longoria due up.
Now that's exactly right. You get Longoria to the plate in this situation. A ball up and away. You start eliminating pitches in a full count. Sam Fuld, he's moving on the pitch. He's going to make it to third anyway.
So here's Evan.
Now you continue to go full count as many times as Nova has. You really paint yourself into a corner.
Longoria 0 for 1. And the pitch is wide. Fastball out there.
And he did the same thing to Elliott Johnson. He got away with it the first couple of innings, but then Elliott Johnson, he goes full count, comes back in with the fastball. It gets hammered out of the ballpark. Tried to take a little off that pitch to Damon, and it still got ripped into right field.
Ground ball foul. Fastball. It's 1-1. Well, the Rays trying to take advantage of the extra out in this inning given to them on the error by Cano. Fly ball lifted into right. Dickerson makes the catch, and the Rays settled for the run on the home run by Johnson. They lead 1-0.
From coast to coast, cops are cracking down on seatbelt violations. Buckle up day and night or expect a ticket. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live, they'll be on the lookout. Cops write tickets to save lives. Click it for ticket.
It works with people. It works with cars. The newly refined Acura TL. Aggression in its most elegant form.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2012 Acura TL for well-qualified customers.
It's that moment when everything slows and you can finally stop for a minute or a lazy afternoon. When you count time and gulps and grill marks, bowlfuls and bottle caps, and all you can do is relax and enjoy. It's game time, and you're in the sweet spot. Sweet Bay, the official supermarket of the Tampa Bay Rays, and proud sponsor of the Sweet Spot.
Breakfast with the Gators, presented by Regions Bank. Sunday mornings on Sun Sports.
Rays lead at 1-0 as we move into the fourth inning. Time for the trivia question presented by AT&T tonight. Who are the 5 players in Major League history with 8 or more seasons totaling 40-plus home runs? First pitch is inside. Mark Teixeira. One ball, one strike. Teixeira, the one walk given up by Shields through the first 3 innings. Lifts a pop foul. It'll be a long run for Longoria, and Abbott gets there. Longoria, sliding catch as he went into the bullpen area. Boy, he caught up with that one. It was problematic as to whether he could cover enough ground to get there, and that is a great catch.
You don't realize how tough this catch is, running over the shoulder, making sure that you don't lose that ball in the roof. You're running full speed, your head's bouncing around, and then you got to reach up and make that catch while you go to the ground. Outstanding.
Well, and that's why the Rays have been as good as they've been. The defense has been so good, and it's such an overlooked part of this game. And in the post-steroids era, more important than it's ever been.
How many third basemen get to that ball?
No.
From where he was playing, yeah.
They just don't get there.
Right, so there you go. There's an out. He just bought his team an out. You need 27 to close out a game.
Rodriguez takes the pitch down.
You take it down to 26. I mean, that's huge. Making all the little plays.
And the Rays have made great plays, and they make the routine play. I mean, you're going to make errors from time to time. You know, it's the human condition. We're not perfect. And they've made 15 errors, and I mean, that's outstanding. Foul ball. The count is 2-1. Let's take another look. You get an idea. You get the perspective, because he was pulled way over.
He's playing shortstop. He made that play playing shortstop.
Yep. There's a strike at the knees. 2-2.
That's why you have gold on the mantle.
That's exactly why. And boy, good defense and good pitching go hand in hand. There's a direct correlation. You know, and that's true for your starters and your bullpen. You know, a play like that helps your starters go deeper into games, and Rays have had starters consistently pitch deep into games, and if you can do that, then your bullpen's in better shape. And so the bullpen's been good because the starting pitching's been good, because the defense has been good. Long shot deep to left, full to the wall. It's gone. Rodriguez connects on what appeared to be a changeup. And the game is tied.
That's exactly what it was, Dwayne. It was a changeup working its way back down and in. Alex Rodriguez almost hit that like a left-hander. The off-speed pitch is what the right-handed hitters have taken advantage of James Shields this year. You see that ball stayed inner half, and he just went and got it. Shields knew it as soon as it came off the bat.
Second career home run for Alex Rodriguez off James Shields.
When you look at James Shields, his breakout against right-handed hitters, changeup, curveball, righties are hitting 260 off James Shields, just 190 off the fastball.
And a little over 220 overall. And that's a great analysis of that breakout there against right-handed hitting. There's Cano bouncing one down to first, and Kochman makes the play unassisted. He got the ball running in on him and bounced him to first.
Yeah, that was a little cutter. You see Shields use that a lot back door. That one ate up Cano's hands, and he gets the easy ground ball.
So it's a tie game here in the fourth, 1-1. And Russell Martin, the catcher, will be coming up. The pitch is a strike to Martin. We mentioned Toronto and Detroit, a delayed start because of weather. It's a foul ball, and the count is 0-2. And the Orioles and the Red Sox at Fenway, they've already been rained out. That game postponed. Two strikes the count to Martin. And there's a long one. Going to be a foul ball. Well, foul. Had home run distance and then some, but well out in front. The count still 2 strikes. Too low. Solo home runs so far, accounting for all the scoring. Rodriguez answering the home run off the bat of Elliott Johnson. 1-1 ball game. And there's a strike over the outside corner. Fastball caught him looking. Bottom of the fourth coming. We're tied 1-1.
Completing an ATM deposit in record time. That's a step forward. With deposit-friendly ATMs, you can make ultra-fast, secure deposits with no slips or envelopes. Take a step forward and chase what matters.
With up to 32 miles per gallon, chances are you'll need refueling before it will. The BMW 5 Series, the ultimate driving machine. Exceptional offers and no-cost maintenance, just part of BMW's unrivaled value.
be one with it. Hankook Tires.
Get up to $60 cashback rebate when you buy 4 select Hankook tires. See your local retailers for details.
1-1 tie. We go to the Rays half of the fourth. Time to get the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Who are the 5 players in Major League history with 8 or more seasons featuring 40-plus home runs? Those 5 players, Babe Ruth leading that list with 11, and then Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds, Harmon Killebrew, and Alex Rodriguez, each with 8. And we were saddened to hear the passing of Harmon Killebrew today at the age of 74. He was, as you know, longtime slugger with the Minnesota Twins, and before that, the Washington Senators. And great power. In fact, at the time he was with the Senators, they said he might have been the most powerful man in Washington, D.C. A strike to count to Matt Joyce. Joyce, Upton, and Kochman. Ivan Nova, 24-year-old right-hander on the mound. And that's a strike. Joyce tried to check and has a parting word or two with Gary Darling. He wasn't happy in the second inning, his first time up, when he was called out on strikes in what was a strike.
Well, right here, Gary Darling all over that. He calls it himself. You see this ball breaking down and in. Joyce tries to hold up. That's close, but he did go just a little bit too far.
Here's B.J. Upton. B.J. sends a fly ball into left center, but Gardner's there and makes the catch. Put the ball down along the bat. A little bit too much to get enough power on it.
Yeah, that ball ran in just a little bit too much. It was elevated where BJ would like to try and drive it. You see how he had to pull his hands in late. He just loses all his power right there, and he knows it. Not able to get that full extension. Comes a lazy fly ball.
So 2 quick outs, and here's Kochman. Casey takes a look at it low. Nova, just 6 pitches so far in this inning. He's had a high pitch count through the first 3. Kochman takes a strike. It's 1-1. Cubs have a 3-0 lead at Cincinnati in the bottom of the second. And Carlos Pena accounting for all 3 runs for the Cubs in the first. A 3-run homer, his 5th home run of the year. 2 balls and a strike. Kochman fouls it back, out of play. That squares the count at 2-2. A run, 3 hits for New York. A run, 3 hits for the Rays. The 2-2 to Kochman. Full count. Well, here we are again. He's had at least 1 full count in each of the front 4 innings. A little tap off the mound. Nova, and his toss to first. A high throw, but reaching is Teixeira, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3. We're through 4. 1-1 tie, and we remember Harmon Killebrew. The slugger passed away.
As part of AutoNation, America's largest automotive retailer, AutoWay can do big things, like pay you more for your current car. With over 240 showrooms nationwide, there's always demand to buy used cars. In fact, right now at all 14 AutoWay locations, we'll pay you up to 120% of book value for your trade. If you want more money for your current car, hurry to the AutoWay showroom near you.
AutoWay!
AutoWay.com. AutoWay, open for service 7 days a week.
Teva, Crocs, Papilio, Neo, MBT, Ameribag, Echo, Spring Step, Fly Flop, Thin Comfort, Woody's, Azalea, Batula, New Walk, Tatami, Footprints, Think. Where can you find all these brands? Only at Birkenstock of Old Town.
Waves are really powerful. They're clean, renewable, and really fun. There are companies proving that wave power can be safely harnessed to make electricity. The first tidal turbines in New York successfully provided electricity to local businesses on Roosevelt Island. Can one solution to energy woes be found right off the beach? The possibilities are endless.
Join Fox Movie Channel as we salute the USO for their service to our troops.
You don't say.
A full day of movies to honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces.
Isn't that wonderful?
Memorial Day on Fox Movie Channel.
Game tied 1-1. We're headed into the fifth inning. We'll take a look at the upcoming Rays schedule, brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Rays will be in Toronto tomorrow night with Jeremy Hellickson opening that series. 2 games against the Blue Jays, then 3 against the Marlins and 3 against the Tigers in Detroit, back home on the 27th. As we look forward to the upcoming Rays schedule, you can live forward with Just for Men Hair Color. On to the fifth inning. Jorge Posada leads off for New York. And he pops it up, foul. That will carry back into the stands. Strike one. Posada, the focal point of controversy for the Yankees in their series at home against Boston. It's been a tough year and a transition for Posada. It's pretty much a full-time DH. 1-1. Posada, and there's the DH tonight. Gardner and Dickerson to follow. Pitch a little close. 2-1. Three balls and a strike. Shields with 4 strikeouts, walk 1, allowed a run on 3 hits. The run coming on the Rodriguez home run. 3-1 is popped foul again. A fastball, and that's fouled out of play. Two pitch. And it's fouled again with a fastball. Just the second 3-2 count Shields has had tonight. And a line drive base hit into right field. Posada lines a fastball and has a leadoff single.
Well, Dwayne, you talked about the road trip. Why don't we take a look at the visual of the road trip? You'll be here in Tampa, up to Toronto, finish down to Toronto, back down to Miami. Miami back up to Detroit. And then how about that? Back down to Tampa. Never leave the Eastern time zone, travel about 4,600 miles, but as important as those lines are with the flight, this is the most important line, and that's right here. There's a low pressure right now over the eastern northeast part of the country, high pressure behind it. And you figure by the time the team won't bother the team in Toronto because of the dome, but the team makes that return trip back to Detroit, that low pressure will have moved out, the high pressure in, and the Rays will be playing under clear skies in the Motor City. There's your 8-day forecast.
All right, we'll check with you at the end of the hour to see if it's changed. One strike the count. There you go.
Yeah, that was it. That low pressure. It's stuck right now. You see the cancellations, but it will have moved out to the east. I want the green board.
I tell you,
hands.
You know, you're a multi-threat now. There's a strike at the knees. 0-2. I mean, baseball analyst, meteorologist. The list grows longer. 2 strikes the count.
I try to keep adding to the resume to keep up with you.
You know where I am. Same place every day. You're the one who's tough to keep up with. Swing and a miss. Gardner missed the changeup. Strikeout number 5.
Nothing says bottom out changeup swing and a miss for a strikeout more than this. Just wave. By the time you realize, oops, look at that. Way out, hand off the bat. That is being fooled.
Well, we go to the number 9 hitter, Chris Dickerson. He put down a sacrifice his first time. The pitch is a strike. Is foul. It's 1-1. Let's quickly check in with Todd Callis. Todd?
Dwayne, a lot of Yankees fans may have been surprised to see Chris Dickerson in the lineup. Sean Rodriguez of the Rays was surprised because that was his teammate in Arizona Fall League in 2007 for the surprise rafters. So there you go. And I'm surprising myself by doing this hit from above the Batter's Eye restaurant for no apparent reason. So a lot of surprises, guys. Back to you.
Todd Callis, highly unpredictable.
Well, and you know what else is a surprise?
Pitch is down.
Even more so than that, the surprise Raptors. That the name of my new truck, a Raptor. How about that? I mean, it just comes full circle.
It does.
Can I draw it?
Why not? But you need a weather map first. One and 2 the count here on Dickerson. And he's out on strikes. A big cut. Strikeout number 6, out number 2.
Shields gets Dickerson with the cutter. He's trying to backdoor it. Well, that ball comes back, catches a lot of plate, but you see Dickerson pulling off of it, and he goes up and over that pitch. That you see where that head ended up, right down the first base line. He really yanked his front side open a little bit too quick. Shields picks up back-to-back strikeouts.
And we'll go to the top of the order. Derek Jeter. Jeter twice victimized, ultimately by the changeup. And he takes the pitch upstairs. Changeup to start him this time around. So a start through the lineup again for the 3rd time now. And it's line foul. The count is 1-1. Shields coming off 7 innings. His last time out up in Cleveland when the Rays and James picked up a 7-4 win. Beat Baltimore 6-2. Pitched into the 8th inning of that one. Had a no decision against the Angels to close out April when he gave just 6 hits and a run and had 12 strikeouts in 8 innings and got a no decision in what was ultimately a 2-1 10-inning win for the Rays. It's a foul ball. The count is a ball, 2 strikes, and Jeter walks it off.
Here's the changeup, the danger of it. He hits it off his back quad. Right on the outside, right off the IT band.
Yeah, he's feeling that as he walked it off. Now back in with a count of a ball, 2 strikes. A bit inside. The count goes to 2-2. See how close.
Well, he's trying to front door cutter. Stayed in off the plate. It was a real good idea. You saw the reaction from Jeter. If that ball was able to cut just a little bit more, easy strikeout.
And he got him again. 3rd straight time he's utilized the changeup to strike him out. He strikes out the side after the leadoff single. We'll be chatting with Jim Hickey, the Rays pitching coach, when we come back.
Yeah.
Hi, can I borrow some milk?
Yeah. Just a second.
Just for Men. In 5 easy minutes, targets only the gray.
Anything else?
Pancakes?
Just for Men. Live forward.
Teva, Crocs, Papilio, Neo, MBT, Ameribag, Echo, Spring Step, Fly Flop, Thin Comfort, Woody's, Azalea, Batula, New Walk, Tatami, Footprints, Think. Where can you find all these brands? Only at Birkenstock of Old Town.
Breaking ball. Hit in the air. To deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone.
With DirecTV, your favorite team is never far away, even if you are. Because no distance is too great between you and your team. With MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Every team, every player, no matter where you live. It's the most baseball in HD.
From A-Rod.
Make every game a home game with MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Order today.
Welcome back to Tropicana Field, where the Rays and the Yankees are tied 1-1, headed into the home half of the 5th inning. It's going to be Elliott Johnson, Kelly Shoppick, and Sam Fold here for the Rays. And Jim Hickey, the Rays pitching coach, has joined us. And Jim, it's always great to have you with us. We appreciate the time in the middle of this game. I'll tell you, Shields, you've been here. This is your 5th year. Have you ever seen Shields better than he's been to start this season?
That's pretty tough to say that I have. He was really, really effective early 07, 08, even 09, and, at times last year, but probably for consecutive games and maintaining the delivery and doing what he's wanting to do, probably right now is as good as I've seen him.
2 strikes here to Elliott Johnson, who hit the home run in the 3rd. 1-2 now.
Jim, Brian Anderson here. Hey, what do you see out of Shields tonight that's making him so effective?
Well, I think what we were talking about just a minute ago, keeping that delivery, keeping the ball in line. He was pulling a couple of balls over to the first base side. I guarantee it's David Price.
Absolutely. Hey, here's Johnson belting one toward right center field. On the run is Dickerson, and he makes the catch. Johnson made a bid for an extra base hit there, and the right fielder Dickerson ran it down.
And the more important question was, during the course of a game, how many bags of seeds does David Price waste?
Whatever the number is, it is definitely a waste, because I know he doesn't eat any. He just throws them around and plays kids games with them. But that's because he's a big kid. But, James, he was pulling a couple of balls to the first base side over the first couple of innings, and he's really kind of ironed that out, keeping the ball, for the most part, where he wants to. A little bit of a mistake to Alex Rodriguez. That ball just didn't have the depth, that he wanted it to have. The same pitch that he struck out Jeter with 3 times he was trying to throw, and it didn't quite get down enough. And, of course, it's a pretty good hitter.
Chopik sends one high back into left center, and it's caught by Granderson. You know, we saw a pitch or two where he seemed to self-correct, and I would guess that the sign of a veteran type maturing pitcher, the ability to do that from pitch to pitch has to be gratifying for you.
Well, it is, and I think that's one of the reasons he's been so successful this year. Like you said, the maturation, the ability to self-adjust from pitch to pitch, not to make the same mistake on 4 or 5 consecutive pitches before you figure out what's wrong, and it's really the mark of all the great ones. And he's been very, very consistent. And if he continues to do that, you know, there's really no reason that he can't continue this throughout the remainder of the year.
Yeah, well, Jim, we appreciate you taking time to visit with us in the middle of the game. You're doing a great job, buddy. Keep up the good work.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, Jim Hickey with us. As Fold bounces out to Teixeira at first. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. 2-5. It's a 1-1 game.
The 2011 Rutan SE. With available touchscreen navigation, rear seat entertainment, and Bluetooth. It was also named the Consumer's Digest Best Buy. And like every Volkswagen, it comes with scheduled carefree maintenance. The Rutan isn't just fully loaded, it's fully engineered. Right now, get 0% APR for 72 months on the Volkswagen Rutan. Visit VWDealer.com today.
Are you unemployed or underemployed? Are you looking for a rewarding career? One with a bright future, benefits, and professional wages? At National Aviation Academy, we've been training professionals since 1932. Do you like working with your hands? The industry will require 1 million positions to be filled in the next 20 years. Stop wondering and start working towards a career as an FAA certified technician in just 14 months. Call now for a free information kit. 1-866-967-2080 or NAA.edu.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Is the pen mightier than the sword?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's an AL East showdown. The Rays take on the Blue Jays. Tomorrow at 7 on Sun Sports.
We are Sun Sports. We are Sun Sports.
1-1 ties. We move into inning 6 at Tropicana Field. And for James Shields, this has been pretty typical of his performances all year.
Driving the fastball, both sides. The bottom out changeup. We've seen that, spotting it up when he needs to. He made one mistake. You heard Jim Hickey talk about it, a changeup that didn't get down to Alex Rodriguez. Outside of that, he has been spot on all night long.
And here in the 6th, he'll face Curtis Granderson. Granderson, Teixeira, and then Rodriguez. Pitch is a strike. Granderson lined a fastball to Kochman in the 1st and then struck out swinging on a changeup the last time, and he takes a curveball here for a strike. It's 0-2. Seven strikeouts for Shields tonight. He's walked 1, allowing a run on 4 hits. And he has Granderson out on strikes. The changeup again. Strikeout number 8.
And that is the 4th in a row. How about this? Bottoming out. You see that ball just track right off the end of the bat of Granderson. Right on the corner, below the zone.
Now the hitter is Mark Teixeira, and he takes an opening curveball for a strike. 6 of the 8 strikeouts have been on changeups. Ooh, that pitch. What was wrong with that?
I don't know.
1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that gets hit a mile. That's middle.
Bouncing ball foul. I mean, if he's going to take it at the strike, it's still a strike. ball, 2 strikes.
Should have been.
To Teixeira. Wide. 2-2. Now the count is full. Line drive, and it's going to be caught. Zobrist, a diving catch. He hit it into the shift. He tried to get it through, and Zobrist wouldn't allow it. Fine diving grab by Ben Zobrist to retire Teixeira.
Now that's why you play him out there. The line drive fully extended and behind him. This, it doesn't get much better on a dive. He was full extension. James Shields, he's appreciative.
Well, there's another one of those great defensive plays the Rays so often turn in, and twice tonight Teixeira has been victimized. It was Longoria who made a long run to catch that foul ball off the bat of Teixeira in the 4th, and now Zobrist got him here in the 6th. This pitch driven deep to center field by A-Rod, and this one is gone. A 1-0 pitch, and Rodriguez hits it out to center field. That makes it a 2-1 game. Rodriguez, who homered in the 4th, homers again in the 6th inning.
Alex
7 and 8 on the year.
Alex Rodriguez can create a lot of power with a short swing, and he gets a lot of backspin. He got the changeup for the first home run. This is a fastball, middle of the plate. And he gets that good backspin on it. That ball just carries, and hits the back wall. Just over the center field fence.
So the Yankees take a 2-1 lead. Cano takes a strike. He backdoored that pitch to Cano. 0-2. Yet Shields making 2 mistakes tonight with Alex Rodriguez at the plate, and Rodriguez has hit them both out. He's out on strikes. Chapa gets the tag, and that retires the side, but Rodriguez with a long one gives New York a 2-1 lead.
With up to 32 miles per gallon, chances are you'll need refueling before it will. The BMW 5 Series, the ultimate driving machine. Exceptional offers and no-cost maintenance, just part of BMW's unrivaled value.
The 14-megapixel Nikon D3100 with a unique guide mode that makes it easy for anyone to nail any shot.
Shot, shot, shot.
Plus, 1080p HD movie with full-time autofocus. And an interchangeable Nikkor lens for show-stealing images. The compact, affordable Nikon D3100. And if photography's your passion, check out the 16-megapixel Nikon D7000.
You could win a VIP trip for 2 to the Subway Jalapeno 250 powered by Coca-Cola at Daytona on July 1st. All you have to do is purchase a collector's cup at participating Subway restaurants, then peel and win. While supplies last, no purchase necessary. Game ends 5/29. See rules for details.
With greasy fast food, what are you really getting? Lighten up with a Subway Orchard Chicken Salad Sub, a refreshingly delicious part of a Subway Fresh Fit meal. Subway, eat fresh.
We've got a great one going on tonight here at Tropicana Field. James Shields has had that changeup working. 9 strikeouts on the night. The Rays grabbed the lead in the third when Elliott Johnson hit a fastball off Ivan Nova. But in the fourth, a changeup off the bat of Alex Rodriguez tied it. Then a fastball, and Alex Rodriguez hit it out to center field. That makes it 2-1, and that's where we are as the Rays come in to hit in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ben Zobrist to lead off. And the pitch is outside. Zobrist, Damon, and then Longoria coming up for the Rays. Close look at that one by Zobrist. He takes it outside. 2-0. He's ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Three and one. With a run on that home run, and here's a leadoff walk. So Zobrist heads to first. Leadoff man aboard. Well, the Rays Summer Concert Series presented by Hess Express continues Saturday, May 28th. Pop punk star Avril Lavigne performs her chart-topping hits, including Girlfriend and Complicated. All part of the Rays Saturday Nights presented by Bright House Networks. Visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets. This pitch fouled by Johnny Damon. One strike to count. David Robertson getting loose down in the bullpen for New York, just starting to throw. 90 pitches on the night for Nova. And over to first. Zobrist is back in. The Rays trailing 2-1. Trying to get some support for James Shields. This has been a recurring theme on the nights that Shields pitches. Pitch is high, snap throw again to first, and Zobrist is back in. 8 starts for Shields, this being his 9th, and in those 8 starts, of course, he's 4-1, and the Rays are 7-1 in his 8 starts, and yet they've given him only 2.67 runs per start in support of his great work. Zobrist drawing a lot of attention from the Yankees while Robertson loosens in the bullpen. Damon 2 for 2. Trying to get some support for James Shields. This has been a recurring theme on the nights that Shields pitches. Pitch is high, snap throw again to first, and Zobrist is back in. 8 starts for Shields, this being his 9th, and in those 8 starts, of course, he's 4-1, and the Rays are 7-1 in his 8 starts, and yet they've given him only 2.67 runs per start in support of his great work. Zobrist drawing a lot of attention from the Yankees while Robertson loosens in the bullpen. Damon 2 for 2. Just trying to build an inning. And a liner up the right side. That's going to be foul. Hooking just beyond the bullpen. Change up. And Damon trying to get out there after it, pulled it foul. 1-2 now. And a line drive base hit out of the reach of Jeter into left. Down to second base goes Zobrist. Damon is 3 for 3 tonight. And the Rays, for the first time in this game, put the first two men on to open an inning.
Well, started with the leadoff walk to Ben Zobrist. Just the 5th time that Nova's done that in his career. 93 batters, his 5th leadoff walk, and then the pitch down and away. Johnny Damon hit that ball hard, is able to get it by Derek Jeter out into left center field, and the Rays, look, something going here, first and second with nobody in the bottom of the 6th.
Two men on, nobody out. Here's Evan Longoria. Evans grounded out and flied out tonight. And he fouls the first pitch. Fastball. Rays have won 7 of their last 10. They've opened a 3-game lead in the AL East. Two and 2 on this homestand. Ground ball right side. Cano far to his left. He'll have to go to first. That advances the runners. Now Zobrist at third and Damon at second. Both men in scoring position. Cano ranging far to his left. Could only make the play at first.
Well, it's just as good as a bunt. But that's not what you want out of Evan Longoria. I think he saw that hole over there to the right side and thought, boy, if I continue to get pitched away, I'm going to try to shoot one into right field, and he wasn't able to get enough on it. Cano really had to range to his left to get to that ball and throw him out, but the Rays do have runners now second and third with 1 out.
Yankees are going to walk Matt Joyce intentionally. Matt 0 for 2 tonight, but he's hitting .394 against right-handed pitching and over .390 with men in scoring position, and Joe Girardi decides to put him on and set up a force play possibility at any base.
And does he stay here with Nova or go down to the bullpen?
B.J. Upton is on deck. Robertson is in the bullpen. Upton tonight 0 for 2 against Nova and 1 for 4 lifetime against Robertson. So there's the intentional pass.
There you go.
And Girardi comes out of the dugout on his way to the mound after loading the bases. So Girardi out with an eye toward the bullpen. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Metro PCS.
Whatever your car is doing, we'll check it out and fix it right. Get a free AC Quick Check with any service. AA MCO.
With up to 32 miles per gallon, chances are you'll need refueling before it will. The BMW 5 Series, the ultimate driving machine. Exceptional offers and no-cost maintenance, just part of BMW's unrivaled value.
Nick Swisher, is that the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D?
Yep, and I love it. It's close, fast, and comfortable.
Jonathan Papelbon, you use it too?
Of course. It's smooth, convenient.
Sounds like you guys agree.
I get a refreshing shave with less irritation when I use my Senso Touch 3D in the shower.
In the shower? I shave dry with my Sensi Touch 3D. Anytime, anywhere.
Maybe they don't agree. Watch the debate get personal at greatshavedebate.com.
Wet.
Dry.
Whatever your car is doing, we'll check it out and fix it right. No credit check financing available at participating centers. AA MCO.
Rays baseball brought to you tonight by Checkers. Feast on. Buddy's Home Furnishings with lease purchase programs or up to 6 months, same as cash, on furniture, TVs, appliances, and more. And by your local Southern Ford dealers. Well, the first move to the bullpen tonight made by the Yankees, and Joe Girardi wants the right-hander David Robertson with the bases loaded, 1 out, and B.J. Upton coming up.
Well, David Robertson, more of a power pitcher, more of a strikeout pitcher. This will be his 19th appearance. You see
he really
right there.
has some interesting numbers there.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the walks, 13 walks and 15 and a third, but the 23 strikeouts. And I think that's what Joe Girardi is hoping for.
Here's the other thing that's interesting about him. Right-handed batters hitting 273 off him. Left-handed hitters 179. And here's B.J. Upton. Had the big hit last night. And he fouls the opening fastball back. Strike 1.
BJ's going to have to stay disciplined and keep that front side in there. Try to drive a ball, get it to the outfield at the very least. Robertson just wants to punch him out.
And he throws him a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, there's not much you can do with that pitch. He does that 3 times, you just tip your hat. That's 94 on the right on the outside corner. Zip.
And a foul back. Robertson, developed by the Yankees. He's out of the 2006 draft out of the University of Alabama. Upstairs. Way up there. A ball, 2 strikes. New York took the lead with a run in the top half of the inning on the second home run of the night by Alex Rodriguez. Two balls, 2 strikes. Heat so far from Robertson. Two to BJ. He strikes him out. He stayed with the hard stuff. Got him with a fastball.
Well, right there, the reason the move was made, that's what Joe Girardi was hoping for. You're right, Dwayne. Just continue to pound with that 94-mile-an-hour fastball working its way across the plate. Good, firm fastball, and BJ just a touch late.
Now it's Casey Kochman. And he takes a strike down around the knees. And Robertson getting the call from the bullpen. Kochman 2 for 2 lifetime against him. Foul ball. Two strikes. Robertson out of that bullpen. Even that breaking ball was hard. Otherwise, exclusively with the fastball. And the 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 call. Fastball catching Kochman looking, and the Rays leave him loaded. We're through 6. New York 2, the Rays 1.
You like who you are, the man you've become. And you learn something along the way about the world and yourself. This is the age of knowing what you're made of and knowing how to get things done. So why would you let something like erectile dysfunction get in your way? Isn't it time you talk to your doctor about Viagra? 20 million men already have. With every age comes responsibility. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. You didn't get to this age by having things handed to you. This is the age of taking action. Viagra. Talk to your doctor. See if America's most prescribed ED treatment is right for you.
Join us for food, fun, and the best entertainment lineup ever. Bill Edwards presents A Taste of Pinellas May 20th through the 22nd with Chris Isaac and Josh Turner, Buddy Guy and Bonnie Raitt, Third Eye Blind and Cold de Calais, plus taste sensations from more than 50 restaurants and lots of family fun. Tickets are just $10 in advance. Get yours at tasteofpinellas.com, Rally, or right here at the Rays box office. A Taste of Pinellas, a great time and a great cause. All proceeds benefit All Children's Hospital.
Breakfast with the Gators, presented by Regions Bank. Sunday mornings on Sun Sports.
2-1, New York leads. Our game moves into the 7th inning. If Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters in a game here at home, take your ticket stub to any Cain's Furniture store and get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Plus, sign up at Cain's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays players. Cain's, quality so good it's guaranteed for life. First pitch here in the 7th. Russell Martin chops it to third, and he is out of there. Longoria to Kochman. Kochman switching to the foul side of the bag to take the throw, and Russell Martin is out number 1.
Well, what a job there by David Robertson, coming into a tough situation. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Yep.
And he gets the back-to-back strikeouts.
He was very impressive. You know, the Rays have seen him in the past, and at times good breaking ball and that fastball good, but sometimes not great command. He was very impressive here in the bottom of the 6th inning tonight. Jorge Posada. Posada 1 for 2. He had a base hit to open the 5th inning and was left on base. The first pitch is a curveball, strike 1. Posada shoots it up the right side. That's headed for the corner. Joyce has a little trouble playing the carom, and Posada is on his way to second with a double. Posada's second hit, a double into the right field corner.
Well, that cutter in that doesn't quite get to its spot, and Posada is able to drop the bat head, keep it fair, get it down into the corner. That ball getting away from Joyce there allows Posada to get into second base without a throw.
So he's at second base for Brett Gardner. Gardner 1 for 2. It's a ball, breaking ball. 1-0. Rays winners last night over New York. They trailed 2-1 in the 7th inning tonight. It's fouled back. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Shields approaching the mid-90s in pitch count. We're in the 7th. He's hooked up in another close one. It seems as if it's been that way every start practically for Shields. And the bunt, and a good one. That's a base hit. Posada goes to third as Gardner bunts his way aboard. Just nowhere to go with that one.
Well, Gardner saw an opportunity. What was impressive about that was that ball was working its way in towards him, and he's able to still just pull that, get the bat head out over the plate, get that up the third base line. He knew he didn't have to be fine with it.
So it's first and third with one out. Jim Hickey out to have a conference with Shields. Yankees about hit the Rays now 7-4, and New York leads this game 2-1. Pinch runner down at third base for Posada, and Nunez, Eduardo Nunez, who started last night at third base, will take over as a pinch runner for Posada at third base in tonight's game. Nunez at third, Gardner at first, so good speed on the bases.
This is the one spot where I wouldn't mind seeing that third to first if it's sold correctly. Try to pick up and out here.
Dickerson's going to be the hitter. He sacrificed and struck out on a cutter. And a fly ball into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. The run will score. Nunez crosses the plate. Gardner stopped at second as Dickerson didn't hit it well, but dropped it in front of Upton for an RBI single, and now it's 3-1.
Oh, that's frustrating. Did not hit this ball well at all. You could hear it off the bat. Just off the end, and it just dies. See him pull, stand upright, nothing behind the swing. Nunez comes in with the Yankees' third run.
And we go to the top of the order. Derek Jeter 0 for 3 tonight with 3 strikeouts. And he swings and misses. The changeup has been his nemesis all night, and he missed another one right there.
Well, we've seen that swing and that pitch in all 4 at-bats for Derek Jeter, just not able to recognize the changeup.
Shields turns, takes a look back there at second. Well, with these 3 strikeouts, Jeter in his career has struck out 4 times in a game before, but that's only happened twice in his career. And there's strike 2. The last time was in September of '97, but he struck out 4 times in a game. And Kurt Schilling struck him out all 4 of those games, all 4 of those times in that game. 0-2 right now. Breaking to the bag, Johnson, but no throw. Trying to keep Gardner close and maybe even pick up an out. That's Cesar Ramos throwing in the Rays bullpen. The other time Jeter struck out 4 times in a game was in '96. Various pitchers against Minnesota. And it's low, covered up by Shopping. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So for Jeter, this is career game 2,333. And only twice has he struck out 4 times in a game. And as astonishing as those numbers are, you're not surprised at all.
No.
A ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, third. That's foul. Change up, and he bounced it foul.
Well, if Shields threw him a fastball right here, it would look like it was about 105 miles an hour.
Shields coming up on 100 pitches.
He would walk away and say, that's the hardest fastball I've seen in my career.
Well, let's see what will happen next. 1-2 the count. Here it is. And a ground ball punched up the middle. Johnson back to second. First base, a high throw. Gets away from Kochman. Gardner's going to score. The Rays got the out at second. Tried to hurry to get the potential double play. And the throw was high, and the run scores as the inning continues. Now it's 4-1.
Well, I think the Rays got greedy right there. They're trying to get out of this inning. You can understand it, but that takes a little while to develop, especially with the backflip. And then Ben Zobrist with his back to first base just spins and throws, and he throws wild and high. Jeter was going to beat that out. This play took a long time to develop. And the Rays defense got greedy. Gardner walks home.
So it's a fielder's choice and an error 4. Now the pitch to Granderson is down. The Yankees have built a 4-1 lead. Two runs scoring in the 7th. Ground ball first base, grabbed there by Kochman to retire the side. The Yankees pick up 2 on 3 hits, an error, and a man left. It's 4-1 New York.
Lexus is luxury. And at your Bay Area Lexus dealers, luxury is all we do. Not only will you get a luxury sales experience, but you'll also get the luxury of 7-day service. Plus, if you need extended service, we'll provide you a Lexus loaner vehicle. Or we can pick up and drop off your vehicle from your home or office. It's all part of the luxury experience you get at Lexus of Tampa Bay and Lexus of Clearwater. 888-GO-LEXUS.com.
Get ready for Fox Soccer Plus.
And he's placed it magnificently!
Sign up now to see over 130 exclusive Barclays Premier League games, 70 UEFA Champions League matches, 73 exclusive Serie A games and over 800 exclusive events, including the world's best rugby competitions, all in HD. Call 1-877-810-KICK or go to foxsoccerplus.com and get Fox Soccer Plus today.
We go to the home half of the seventh. The Rays had to play comeback last night, pulling one out, winning 6-5. They're down 4-1 as they come into hit in the bottom of the seventh inning tonight. Elliott Johnson, who homered in the third to account for the run for the Rays, will open the bottom of the seventh against David Robertson. Pitch is down, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runs, 1 earned run in the top half of the seventh has made it a 4-1 contest. And Johnson late on that fastball up. Boy, there's some action on that.
Yeah, and David Robertson, he has some good deception in his delivery. He steps across his body just a little bit, and he's quick with his arm out over the front. See how he's closed off? Just a little bit of a crossfire, and that ball just explodes out of his hand.
A ball, 2 strikes.
When you combine that 4-seam fastball that you see with that curveball, and he throws 12-6 with that good 4-seam spin just the other way. That's a tough combination.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Elliott Johnson hit a 3-2 fastball out to right field in the third. Upstairs. 3-2. And you could tell when Robertson came in with the bases loaded, and even pitching here to Johnson to open the bottom of the seventh. It's a maximum effort he has going.
Yeah. Everything on every pitch.
And he walks Johnson. So the Rays put the leadoff man on, and with this moment, we'll check in with Todd.
Dwayne, when the Rays return home for the next homestand on Sunday, May 29th, it'll be the Legend of Sam Fold continuing. Super Sam Fold Superhero Cape. And there you see it for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. That is the debut of the Superhero Cape. Now, even though in this picture you see here, Sam is soaring through the clouds, we have to give you the disclaimer that even if you wear this cape, it does not give you the ability to fly. Although I'll try and prove it. No, I'm kidding. Superhero Cape, Sunday, May 29th. Guys, back to you.
Somehow it just looks so natural on Todd.
Sleep over at Todd's. With the Raymond pillowcase.
Oh, what a great sport. And a superhero in his own right.
I feel really disturbed right now.
The runner takes off. The pitch is low, and it's a steal for Elliott Johnson. Todd's looking for the nearest phone booth right now. Johnson at second base. Nobody out. The count is 1-1 to Shopping. Shopping lifts the fly ball into center. Granderson makes the catch. One away. We go to the top side of the order. Sam Fold. Sam 0 for 3 reached on Cano's error in the third. Jabba Chamberlain up in the bullpen for New York. Sam, part of the excitement in last night's comeback victory. And he takes a strike. Sam connected in the 6th inning for his second home run, a 2-run shot. The Rays scored 5 in the 6th and went on to win that game 6-5 with some great pitching from the bullpen. Takes a fastball mid-90s, and that's strike 2. Rays trying to get Johnson home from second and to chip away at a 3-run deficit. Down and in. Oh, what a stop there by Martin on a pitch that really took off down and in.
Showing good side-to-side agility. Which here it is. Breaking ball down and in. Look at that sliding over.
Well, that's really a nice job.
It really is.
By Russell Martin. Took a little something off that curveball, and Sam Fuld is out number 2.
Yeah, this one's sweeping towards Sam Fuld, but he swings where he sees it up. Ball just sneaks below the barrel.
Two outs with Johnson still at second, and the hitter is Ben Zobrist. Fastball. And 0 for 2. He walked in the 6th inning and was stranded at third when the Rays left the bases loaded. Foul ball. 1-1. Shields through 7 for the Rays. Nova worked 5 1/3 for New York. Robertson got the last 2 outs in the 6th, and he's 2 outs into the 7th with the runner at second. Inside to Zobrist. 2-1. Is behind Zobrist. 3 balls and a strike. Robertson was in 64 games for New York last year. And he walks Zobrist. Well, a couple of walks. 2 men on with 2 men out. Joe Girardi stirring in the dugout, and his eyes are on the bullpen. We'll be back in a moment.
Well, here in the bottom of the 7th, the Yankees lead the Rays 4-1, but the Rays have a little something brewing. Well, Saturday, May the 28th, the UEFA Champions League final comes to Fox with a rematch of the 2009 final as Barcelona looks for their 3rd championship in 6 years, while Manchester United looks to avenge their 2009 defeat and claim their 2nd title in 4 years. Fox Sports exclusive coverage of the UEFA Champions League final begins Saturday, May the 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific in high definition. And only on Fox.
And Jabba Chamberlain comes in from the bullpen. making his 21st appearance for New York. 2-0 with a 4.05 earned run average. He inherits a couple base runners with Johnny Damon stepping in. Damon has 2 official at-bats against Chamberlain. 0 for 2, and that first pitch way high. Got a little something extra on that one at 95, but it was way upstairs.
Yeah, Johnny Damon like to see that pitch out over the plate here, down 3 runs, knowing that he is the tying run, and club one out of here.
Johnny 3 for 3 tonight, and another pitch high. 2-0. Damon had a hit last night, a home run in the 4th inning. And that's called a strike. Here is the home run. He connected off A.J. Burnett. A 2-2 fastball out to right. And the count is now 2-2. That pitch cutting in on him there.
Yeah, very hard slider, not a lot of depth on it. You see that just spinning in, has more of a cut action. And Johnny Damon looking to yank a fastball, just gets out in front and over the top of that pitch.
Bounds it back.
Way to better pass at that one.
Yep, Chamberlain tried the same pitch. Johnson, Elliott Johnson is the runner at second. Ben Zobrist is at first. A couple of walks issued by David Robertson. Robertson struck out 3 and walked 2, leaves with 2 men on. The ground ball down to first. Teixeira to Chamberlain, and that retires the side. The Rays leave 2 through 7, 4-1 New York. Cesar Ramos, the new pitcher, and the first pitch hit on the ground off the bat of Teixeira. Zobrist tried to get over to backhand it, but Teixeira has a base hit. But that went back toward the middle and knocked down by Zobrist, but that was it.
Ben Zobrist going over to the shortstop side at second base, try to get to that ball. He knocks it down, but no play to be made.
So James Shields turns in another very good performance for the Rays. 7 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned on 8 hits, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. He made 102 pitches. And Alex Rodriguez, 2 for 3 tonight, hit 2 home runs off Shields. 1 on a changeup in the 4th and 1 on a fastball in the 6th. 1 ball, no strikes. It's a tap and it's foul right at Shopping.
Well, he got him on a changeup that didn't quite get down, and then on a fastball that caught too much plate.
Sixth on the all-time home run list. Back to the hill. Low throw to second out there and over to first. Plenty of time on the double play. 1-4-3 on the double play. And a nice job by Zobrist coming up with that low throw.
Picking up his pitcher. Cesar Ramos gets this chopper right back to him. Plenty of time. Boy, this is something you get excited about. Sometimes you get too excited. Throws this ball right in the ground, but Ben Zobrist, good transfer. 2 quick outs.
Well, the hitter is Robinson Cano. 1 for 3. His base hit came back in the second inning. And a chopper to Kochman. Ramos covers. The Yankees are out in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th coming. Rays need 3, down 4-1. We go into the bottom half of the 8th. The Rays with 2 shots left. They're down 4-1. Rays scored a run in the 3rd on Elliott Johnson's home run. Alex Rodriguez hit solo homers in the 4th and 6th innings. The Yankees put 2 up in the 7th, one of those unearned. Evan Longoria will open the home half of the 8th against Chamberlain. Nova worked 5 1/3. Robertson an inning and a 1/3, and Chamberlain got the final out in the 7th. Back to open the 8th, and the first pitch is high. High slider right there from the big right-hander. A tap by the mound is short. Jeter picks it up, and the throw is in time. Longoria is the first out in the 8th. So Matt Joyce will be the hitter. Joyce 0 for 2 with an intentional walk.
Well, for all the latest news, in-depth investigative reporting, and sports coverage, sign up for the St. Petersburg Times. For home delivery, call 877 The Times.
Here's Matt Joyce. And the fastball's in there at the knees. Matt 0 for 2. It's intentionally walked in the 6th. 1-1. They're still delayed in Detroit, Toronto, and the Tigers. And let's check that to see if they made a decision on that. Yep, it's now postponed. It's fouled under the screen, and the count is 1-2. Brandon Gomes up in the Rays bullpen. Ground ball, that's going to go through. Base hit the other way, and Joyce is aboard. Well, let's see if that will lead to something. The Rays had some opportunities in the 6th and 7th innings. They left the bases loaded in the 6th and 2 men on in the 7th. And in both of those innings, 6th and 7th combined, they went 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position in those 2 innings. So they had some shots, and now they're trying to rekindle that. See if they can do something in the 8th. B.J. Upton. Pitch is low and outside. Chamberlain misses wide. A couple of fastballs out of the strike zone to start B.J. Upton. Mariano Rivera gets up. Back in at first is Joyce. And that's going to be a little wide. 3-0. He's taking here. 3-1. The Rays need another base runner to have a shot. Playing here in the 8th. Popped up. 3-1 foul ball. Martin's going to have room. 2 outs.
Well, Chamberlain got BJ to reach for that pitch. 3-1. You want to get something you can drive. Watch him reach for this fastball. You see that front hip. He's looking to drive, and he just pulled off of it. That bat drags through the zone. You hit it off the end of the bat and straight up.
So BJ frustrated. Larry Rothschild, the former Devil Rays manager, the original skipper here. Now the pitching coach for the Yankees after a run with the Chicago Cubs. He was Dusty Baker's pitching coach over there, and Lou Piniella had him as his pitching coach there. And now in his first year with the Yankees. Grew up on the south side of Chicago, but secretly, or maybe not so secretly, rooted for the Yankees as a kid. Here's Kochman. Pitch is down. 1 ball and no strikes. Depended on who you ran into on the south side of Chicago, whether it's a secret or not. Ground ball headed to second. Cano up with it. The toss to first. No runs, a hit, a man left. We go to the 9th. It's 4-1 New York. As we move into the 9th, it's a 4-1 ball game. The Yankees leading the Rays. Rays baseball tonight brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Brandon Gomes, pitcher number 3 for the Rays. He'll face Russell Martin. Good job to hold the Yankees right where they are and give the Rays one last chance. Pitch fastball in a bit. 1-0.
Randy Gomes on for the 7th time. Good numbers all around. Good ERA, 1.29. Opponent's average, tad over 200.
And the fastball swung through. It's 1-1. Curveball that sort of sputtered up there, hung up. 2-1. Three balls and a strike. He missed with a fastball that time. Took the lead in the 6th and added a couple runs in the 7th. They lead 4-1. Line drive, base hit. Shot through the hole. Martin is on base for the first time tonight. The Yankees reached double figures with 10 hits. Jim Hickey quickly trots to the mound. Nunez is due up here. The Mosaic Company and the Rays continue to work together to end hunger through home runs for food. With each Rays home run, Mosaic donates $500 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. So far, $21,000 has been donated. Well, Nunez entered as a pinch runner in the 7th inning after Posada doubled. Posada was the DH. So this is the first plate appearance for Nunez tonight. Showing the bunt. Takes the pitch low and away. Sweeping curveball. 1-0. Alex Rodriguez has hit 2 home runs tonight, but the bottom 3 in the Yankee order combined 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position. The runner breaking on the bunt, and it's bunted foul. So the Yankees had Martin in motion. Yankees and the Rays meeting for the first time in this 2-game set. Over to first, and back in is Martin. Nunez had already squared to show the bunt. Gomes all set to go to work as Nunez was finished reading the signs of the Yankees third base coach Rob Thompson. And there is the bunt. Gomes will go to first. Zobrist covers. So they bunt Martin into second base. 1-4 on the sacrifice.
Nunez made no bones about what he was trying to do. The Yankees love to add this run on and get that lead up to 4 runs, so you're in grand slam range. Can't get beat by it. Like to have that cushion, and just chops it out in front of the plate.
Yeah, to show you how much they want to get that 4th run, they had Rivera up in the bullpen and had him sort of warm, and then he stepped aside, and Snead got up again, and now with Amari Snead loosening, Rivera's just now getting up again.
Yeah, there's your 3-man, your 3-run man on the right. If they get it out to 4, Snead on the left. More than likely be the guy coming in.
Brett Gardner. Pitch is a strike. Gardner put down a bunt. That helped their cause when they scored 2 in the 7th inning. And it's second with 1 out. Gardner takes a strike. Fastball at the knees, and it's 0-2. Adam Russell, the big right-hander, and they're in the Rays bullpen. Start by Martin dancing off second, and Gomes steps back. Two strikes the count. The ground ball headed up the middle and into center field past the diving Johnson. Martin scores. The throw comes through, and moving into second is Gardner. Gardner alertly moving up. And so the Yankees pick up a run, and with the throw essentially trickling through the infield.
Well, much like the hit right here, just out of the reach. It goes right off the end of the glove of Elliott Johnson, not quite able to get there, and then B.J. Upton coming up with the throw. He throws it low. There's no cutoff man. Casey Kochman late getting over there.
So it's now 5-1. Chris Dickerson, the hitter. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. So that hill just got steeper with that run being scored.
Well, what would you rather have? A 3-run deficit with Rivera or a 4-run deficit with Snead?
Well, if you start getting to Snead, you're going to see Rivera.
Well,
so one way or the other, if it's close. Upton back for this one. Dickerson's out. The tag at second. Gardner heads to third and makes it 2 outs. So it's going to be Derek Jeter. Five runs, 11 hits for New York. Well, the Yankees have been averaging 5 runs. They scored 5 last night. They have 5 tonight. And Jeter 0 for 4 on the night. And he fouls the first pitch back for a strike. He went after the fastball up.
He was guessing heater. He will occasionally do that. Try to turn on a pitch. So many of his base hits, he hits the other way, does a nice job of keeping the hands inside the ball, tries to shoot the ball the other way, but every now and then he'll pick his spot, look to turn and burn.
And a ground ball headed in the hole. It's short, backhanded by Johnson. Throw to first is not going to be in time. The run scores. Great effort by Elliott Johnson. Jeter picks up the base hit and the run batted in. And now it's 6-1. Johnson did everything he could do.
I mean, look how far out into left field. Just wasn't a play to be made.
So a half dozen runs and a dozen hits for New York. Curtis Granderson is the hitter, and the Rays shift for Granderson. Pitch is low. Martin and Gardner have scored. It's wide. 2-0. Well, that Toronto and Detroit rainout will affect the pitching pairings in the Rays' 2-game set with the Blue Jays. Fly ball, center field. Upton makes the catch to retire the side. The Yankees add 2. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and it's 6-1 New York.
Here's some fuel for thought. Don't compromise. Your car should have great fuel economy and everything else you want.
6-1, Rays faithful with the rally cap. Looking for some action at the bottom of the ninth inning. Here's the Auto-Way poll question. Where do you think Matt Joyce will finish in the American League batting race? TB1 first, TB2 second, TB3 in the top 10, and TB4 outside the top 10. Text your vote to 789-789. Standard message rates apply. Amari Sinney will be the new pitcher for New York as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Nova for 5 1/3, followed by Robertson and then Chamberlain. And now Sinney. Chamberlain worked an inning and a third. Gave up 1 hit. Sinney pitched, as you see there, Thursday against Kansas City. He's from Cuba. And Elliott Johnson will be the first Ray hitter to face him. Elliott with a home run, fly ball to right center, and a walk tonight, and a steal. Pitch down and in. Well, no strikes. 2. The Thursday outing against Kansas City was Sunit's major league debut. Bullpen and was the longest relief outing by a Yankee this year. He has fallen behind Johnson.
And he followed up that. It was a tough start by Nova.
Yeah.
Where he went 3 innings, gave up 8 runs, only 4 were earned, but 10 hits. Was out of that game early, and Sunit came to clean it up.
High pop foul. It's going to be out of play. So the count is full. So he gave up 3 earned runs in 4 2/3. It was 2-0 with a .496 and 8 appearances at AAA Scranton, and 2 of those had been starts. Tap foul. 3-2 breaking ball.
Well, the Rays need base runners. It starts with 1. Got an opportunity here to get a pitch you can handle out over the plate or take a walk. You need base runners.
Ground ball chopped to first. Sunit will cover close. Oh, out the call. But Johnson made it close. That ball hit the deep first, and Sunit was not the quickest getting over there.
No, I think the Yankees took that play for granted. They took their time. You see Sunit, the foot coming down just ahead of Elliott Johnson. Elliott hustling out of the box, trying to get there, and boy, that was that close.
Kelly shopping. There's a strike. Sunit, as we mentioned, was born in Havana, Cuba. The Yankees signed him in '08. And he's technically lives in Costa Rica. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitching matchup tomorrow. We'll be with you at 7 o'clock on Sun Sports. And it's going to be Jesse Lynch, the former Rays bat boy and intern, will face Jeremy Hellickson. Foul off the foot of Shopping. The count is 2-2. The rotation got shifted because of that Tiger Blue Jay rainout. The Rays will see Romero in the second game of that 2-game set. Those are originally going to open the series against the Rays. Lynch and Romero now. A high fly ball hit back into left. Gardner left center near the track, on the track, and makes the catch. A towering fly ball by Shopping. 2 outs.
A breaking ball right here just stayed middle of the plate, and Kelly Shopping just a little bit underneath that. That's how close it can be. He hits that ball another 1/8 of an inch up on the ball. That is I mean, that's a bomb.
And I think Joe thinks it might have made contact with maybe the third ring out. And Gary Darling saying, well, I didn't see it, but they're going to have a conference. And let's take a look here.
Here's the ball right here. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, that's why it all of a sudden went over into left center field. It changed directions when it hit. It hit the ring up there.
Well, you hope they at least take a look at replay. Can they do that? They gotta take it peek.
Yeah, technically they can do that.
Home run.
So that would fall under the guidelines.
Yeah. Well, you could see I don't think that they were very sure out there. Not sure enough to make a call on the field. So here we go. Down to the booth.
Yeah, look at Shopping. Sure, it hit. I saw it. You can't hit a ball that high and change direction the way it did and have it not hit something up there. Because that ball was headed more or less to straightaway left. Not exactly straightaway left, but close to it. And when it hit this,
right in
catwalk there, and it kicked in back into left center field where Gardner had to make an adjustment to make the catch.
So did the cameraman. Pick it back up.
I mean, our crews are going to follow it.
Yeah.
With these guys.
Here's a good look. Boom, right there.
So this play will be under review, and there's Gardner. He wound up over by the 370 marker, and that's not where he started to track that fly ball. But when it hit up there, it did kick back a bit toward left center. So they're taking their good time about this, maybe trying to see as many different looks. And you'd see Madden saying, see, the ball would have come straight down if it didn't hit anything. And then watch the left fielder. There, see, he makes that sudden change right there. And so the circumstantial evidence of Gardner leads you to review that, and when you look at the replay, it did hit something up there. Right there, and you see it start to then kick off toward left center field a little more than the original trajectory of that fly ball. You can see it as it comes out of there. It takes a right turn after striking the catwalk up there. Now, if you hit those two inner rings and it's fair, it's in play. And if you catch it there, it's an out. If you hit it in foul territory, it's a dead ball. But you hit it off those two back rings, that's a home run. And we're having a home run review right now. And this one is about as lengthy as any we've seen.
Well, even the reviews that we've looked at, I mean, it's not completely conclusive. You can see it move, but you can understand why they're taking their time, want to make sure they get this right. Almost looks like it goes, it's almost like almost over the catwalk. Your ball disappears right there.
Yeah, but look at it kick off to the right. It changes direction.
And you can see it there, and then comes out on the backside.
Oh, they're going to call him out. Well, and I'm sure they'll argue that it has to be conclusive. But the ball doesn't change directions like that unless it strikes something. So it's going to be a fly ball to the left fielder Gardner, and that'll be the second out.
I think that's the only thing that they can come up with was not conclusive.
So now Sam Fuld is due, and Sean Rodriguez will pinch hit for him. So the Rays are down to their final out. Amari Sinead out there. The pitch is a strike. They list Sinead's birthday as July 4th in '79, which means he would be 31 right now. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Somewhere in that vicinity. Pitch is wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So if he was born on the 4th of July, he had to defect sooner or later. Seemed only natural. Tap foul. Still a 2 ball, 2 strike count.
Dropped down a little bit with a breaking ball. Change the arm angle.
You wouldn't be surprised to see him throw about anything, would you?
Yeah. Well, whatever it takes to try to get outs.
It's inside. Full count. Is aboard. So the Rays get a base runner. 2 outs, and here's Ben Zobrist. Zobrist 0 for 2 with a couple of bases on balls. Yankee pitching 5 walks. 7 strikeouts and 5 walks for New York pitching. Gets up in the bullpen again. Pitch is a strike. Sean Rodriguez moves up on indifference. And a shot up the right side. That's going to be fair and will bounce into the stands. A 2-base hit. Rodriguez, who had moved up on indifference, scores. That makes it 6-2. So Ben collects his 14th double.
Well, this pitch just stays middle. Ben puts a nice swing on it, rockets that ball down into the corner, keeps it just fair. Bounds into the over the short wall, and here comes pitching change.
Girardi wants Rivera back after this. Wants to play it safe. Here it's a 6-2 ball game with Zobrist at second base. And Mariano Rivera gets the call.
Yeah, Girardi taking no chances, bringing in his closer for the 20th appearance this year. You see 13 out of 15 in saves, and 18 and 2/3 innings. Opponents hitting 200.
Johnny Damon, the hitter. And the pitch is a ball. Rivera pitched on the 15th in the Boston series. Johnny 5 of 28 against him. Two and 0. And a strike ball. 2-1. Not a save situation for Rivera. The pitch is fouled back. 2-2. He had 33 saves last year. 572 for his career. And a foul ball off the foot of Johnny Damon. Rivera first came up with the Yankees in '95 and made 10 starts that year and had an earned run average of 5.5. And then he says he found his cutter playing catch with Romero Mendoza. A little roller down to first. Teixeira steps on the bag, and this one is over. It's a 6-2 final. The Rays score a run in the 9th inning. They wind up leaving 10. They had opportunities in the 6th and 7th to make this a game, and saw the Yankees and the Rays divide the two-game set. Rays winning last night 6-5, and New York winning tonight 6-2. So now the Rays will hit the road and head to Toronto. We'll be with you tomorrow at 7 o'clock for game 1 of an 8-game road trip. It begins with 2 games in Toronto. Stay with us. Rays Live, the post game, is coming up next. Now for Brian Anderson and Todd Callis and the rest of our award-winning crew, this is Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, if not the outcome. 6-2 the final. See you next on the post game.